This audio reading is taken from the book The Bible and the Newspaper by Charles Spurgeon. Our selected reading is entitled The Watchtower, looking diligently lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you. Hebrews 12:15. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. James 3:5. The Sussex Daily News, describing the new Chief Fire Brigade Station of London, says, "A prominent and important feature in the building is the watchtower, which is about 70 feet high, upon the top of which a man is to be on duty day and night, and is to be provided with a speaking tube communicating with the engine room, so that the reflection of a sudden outburst of fire within sight will at once be reported, that when the call is received, the horses and men may all be in readiness. This is an admirable emblem of the watch, which should be maintained by every Christian pastor, and indeed by every instructed believer. We should watch day and night, lest the fire of sin should break out in the midst of the community, and on its first appearing we should be ready at once to quench it with the water of life. Our eye should carefully mark the first uprising of the fires of strife, lest anger and ill will should mar the union of the Church of Christ, and thereby many should be offended. It may not be our house which burns, nor may the flames be apparent in our quarter of the sky, but anything which concerns any part of the Church concerns us all. Knowing how great a matter a little fire kindleth, we should all be eager in the spirit of love to quench the tiniest spark, which may become the mother of a flame. There are many ways in which the fire of evil may break out besides that of strife, such as doctrinal error, fanaticism, worldliness, or sin. But if the evil be speedily detected, the outburst may be kept within limits and stopped before it leads to a general conflagration. Since we never know when evil may come, we must always watch under prayer. The horses must stand ready, harnessed to the fire engine, to dash to the scene of danger at an instant's notice. Before the cry is heard, "Fire! Fire!" we must be already on the road to it. Alas! Too many seem to be of a very different mind, for they are amusing themselves with spiritual dreaming and worldliness while the fires are raging all around them, and men are perishing in them. Like Nero, they sit fiddling on the top of the tower while the city is burning. They are indifferent to the mischief which ought to arouse all their zeal. Woe unto them when he cometh who hath said, "If thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way, the wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand." O believer, stand upon thy watchtower, and weary not in doing sentry's duty. Blessed is the servant who shall be found watching when the master cometh. We had come to the end of this passage when our mind persisted in an odd association. We recollected some who watch with all diligence to keep out of the way of anything like hard work. They climb the tower like the firemen of London, but it is to observe carefully where a fire may be that they may travel in another direction. If there is any honour to be had, they are to the front, but if labour must be expended and money given, where are they? The brave Mr. C. During the old French War, when the militia papers were left at his house, regularly inserted in the column of exemptions, "Old, lame, and a coward," and returned it to the proper officer within an hour of his having seen it. Some of our friends, without being able to say that they are old or lame, might, without the slightest untruthfulness, claim to be cowards, and so excuse themselves from fire or fray. Some of them, we doubt not, are looking out even now. They are valiantly upon their guard against certain of those many calls which break their hearts, but which will never break their banks. As the New England goose always went into the woods at Michaelmas, so are they sure to be absent when they might be called upon for any sort of self-sacrifice. Theirs is a saving faith, for if it does not save their souls, it saves their coppers.
When anything is to be done or given, these brethren beat a hasty retreat.
Well, we must let them go. Perhaps they would do more mischief if they stayed. This concludes our reading. Thank you for listening.